Hi ladies! So I'm 20 weeks pregnant today, so officially probably halfway. So that's exciting, and I've had some things happen this week, so I'm just gonna dive in here and kind of let you know what's been happening. So, I've the beginning of the week, like since my last vlog till now, I was really like crampy and achy, and that's just normal for me. I wasn't worried about it. But I was crampy and achy, so I thought I would note that. So we just went on a walk, and I'm kind of all windblown here. Okay, so I got I saw the hematologist, and I got my blood work done last week, and then I got the results in the middle of the week. And then I had my OB appointment today, so I kind of got to talk with over the results with my OB. But I haven't heard from a hematologist since the results came in, so basically my blood count is the same, so it hasn't dropped. It's 9.1 is my hemoglobin count. So that's good that it's like holding steady. My iron is normal in my blood, and then my serum iron is high. So I'm waiting to find out what that means, but in the meantime, I was taking a little bit of iron just because I was doing everything possible to like try to prevent the anemia getting so bad. And usually on top of thalassemia, I am slightly anemic. So I was taking a whole food supplement called Blood Builder that has extra iron and folate. And I've since stopped taking that because I don't need the extra iron because I'm borderline already have too much in my serum. So I'm just kind of waiting. I know my hematologist was worried about something called hemolysis, and they were worried about that when I was pregnant with Annie too, and my levels weren't a red flag for that at that time. I'm assuming, and my OB thinks that that's not an issue after she looked at the blood work, but they recommended prednisone if that was the problem, and I don't want to take prednisone, and it was just borderline over the normal amount, so hopefully it will resolve on its own. Okay, so it was my 20-week appointment today, so I had our anatomy scan, and the baby is still a boy, so that's good. We're pretty set on a name, but I won't be sharing it for a while. But he is in my belly, and we've learned some things about him today. I'm still trying to like wrap my head around it all. But he's breech, which there's plenty of time for him to turn. So, like, as educated in birth as I am, I'm not like freaking out about that yet. But I will try to like stay active and do some yoga and stuff to help open up a little space to maybe nudge him to move a little. And they said his kidneys are dilated, and they're not saying what that means at this time. So I go back in 4 weeks to see if they're still dilated. Sometimes they said if the baby has a full bladder, that they can be dilated and not be an issue. And even if they are, I don't know, like even if it's not because of the full bladder, I don't know exactly what that means, and I am not going to research it because I'm sure if I do, it'll just scare me. So 4 weeks we'll recheck that, and they also couldn't see his heart very well, so they want to recheck his heart as well. So that's like the bad news, I guess, of the ultrasound. But everything looked healthy except for the kidneys. And he is measuring exactly 20 weeks, and he was 11 ounces today. So, and I'll put some pictures in, or maybe I already did. I don't know how I'll edit this, but we got to see, they switched it to 3D for a minute, so we got to see like what he actually looks like, and he looks so cute. He's got like a little button nose. My other kids in their ultrasound, their noses looked a lot like wider than this baby. So That's the one major difference I noticed. And I'll show you when I stand up, like how he was positioned, but he's basically like standing in there. His legs were all like, well, at one point his legs were stretched straight down and he was just like kicking my cervix. And then another time he was like completely folded in half with his feet up by his head. So, I don't know. They were like laughing about how active he was. They're like, he's really kicking a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, I have had some quiet days since I felt him kicking, but he kicks a lot. Like, a lot. My husband can put his hand on my belly and feel the kicks, and they're really, really low. Like, you can put your hand right above my pubic bone, and that's where I feel kicks. And then I feel like a big hard bump kind of close to under my ribs, but a few inches down because my belly hasn't expanded my uterus all the way to my ribs yet. So yeah, so that's like all the technical stuff. I've gained between 12 and 16 pounds. I don't know. I think my OB is going by like my pre-pregnancy weight. So according to that, I've gained 16 pounds. And according to when I found out I was pregnant, I've gained 12 pounds. So it just depends on when you started counting. But either way, that's okay. Okay, so I found this product and I'm super excited about it. It's called the Bed Nest, and I think it's bednest.com, but I'll put a picture of it in here. It's basically a co-sleeper. You can put it like next to your bed, and I really, really like it. I think it's like $400 to rent and $169, or $400 to buy and $169 to rent. And you get it for up to 7 months, and it's really awesome. It has, it's wooden, and it only takes about 1 minute to set up. Like, you don't have to put anything together. Basically, you just like pull it up and pop it into place. But it has like mesh on the sides that you can unhook and lay flat on your bed, and there's 70 height adjustments so that you can get it right at like your bed level. And then you can like reach in and get the baby, and there's none of like lifting the baby up and setting it back down in a bassinet. Like at nighttime you can put the baby right back. It's kind of like it extends your bed into the baby's own little side area. And you can put the side up if you want, but it's mesh so you can see through it and the baby can see you, and the rest of it's wooden. And then with each rental you get the mesh sides, and then also a mattress and 2 sheets that are new. So I think we're going to rent it, because if it was my first baby, I would buy it because I would know that we would use it and get our money out of it. But since this is probably our last baby, and I won't be like using it repeatedly, I think we're just going to rent it. But I'm super excited about it because I was looking at the Arm Reach co-sleeper and like some other co-sleepers, but they don't seem to be what I was looking for. I want something that can just be an extension of my bed, and short of taking the side of the crib and scooting it up there, I think this is a really good option. So we're going to be renting that. And then purchases for the baby. So we're doing a Doctor Who themed nursery, and today we went and got our paint. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see, but we got that color. It's like a gray. So we're going to be painting the nursery this week or next week. But we got our paint today, and we're going to do like a space theme with Doctor Who. And so I'm excited about that. So got the paint, and we also got, so far, I got a TARDIS, exploding TARDIS blanket, which is going to go on the rocking chair, which is right there. That needs to go back up there, but I'm waiting to take furniture up until we paint. And then our crib is back there behind that door, so we'll be taking that up. We already have our changing table, so it's really just decorating and getting a room put together. Now the baby will be in our room, but I still like the baby to have a room. And between the 4 and 6 month mark is when we usually move baby to their room. So it just works better that way for us in the long run because I work at home and sometimes I work at night, and my husband works, and it just works out better if I don't have to lay down and fall asleep with the baby all the time. But in the beginning, that's what we do. So I think that's all for this week. I'm trying to. Oh, we got one more purchase this week. We got the Boppy newborn lounger, and we had that with my daughter, and I sold it. But we really like. It's kind of like a Boppy, but it doesn't come apart. Like there's a little divot in the middle, but you can't like put it around you, and it kind of makes a little cushiony like seat. And we actually put that in the pack and play, or like on the couch or the floor or wherever, and the baby can sit there. And always when the baby's supervised, not like when we're away from the baby. But it's just a nice place to lay the baby down when they're sleeping if you're going to be sitting right there. And they don't kind of like, if you put them on the couch, they're like, I don't know, they're not like falling into the corners of the couch or anything. Or not that we lay the baby down all the time, but baby sleeps. So Annie, that was like the only way she would sleep. We put it next to us in bed, and she slept on it, which it says don't let your baby sleep on it, but she wasn't a sleeper. She's still not a sleeper. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but you make that choice for yourself. All right, so I'm going to show you the belly, and I will see you ladies next week. All right, here's the belly. Front, from the other side. There you go. So you can get a better idea. The lighting's a little better. So from the front here, alright, so my navel's right here, hips are here. So baby's head is right here, and then the feet are like either straight down or then the butt is there and the feet are right here. So, yep, he's all down there. Okay, so you can kind of see from his position how he is, and hopefully he turns on his own, and I know we have plenty of time for that to happen. So, I don't know, keep our fingers crossed that he's able to turn. And sometime I will show you my dog. I had a request to like show him to you because he's always like here with me, but he's actually asleep in the playroom over there right now, so I'm not gonna bug him right now. But yeah, so that's it for this week. I will see you ladies next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.